Hey guys, okay. This evening I'm going to review the interior on the Mark GTI. This is the S trim line. So I'm just gonna get into it, okay? Because I think a lot of people are wanting to know, maybe if they're on the fence. So I'll start here. 354 miles is brand new. So I just took a road trip down to Waco from Fort Worth, which is about an hour and a half each way. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the interior here. So first of all, the seats are amazing. I love this like suede Alcantara-ish material, and the plaid where you sit is actually like really stiff, and by stiff I mean like durable. It feels very durable, and it's also really grippy to the body. It's also bolstered really, really, really well, I may add. Additionally, the fact that there's no like, let me see if I can turn on all the lights. Let's see. The fact that there's no hole and the headrest just comes all the way around, it's like the perfect distance for you to lay your head back. It's very like straight up and down, if that makes sense. So the seat is just very straight up and down. So when you're driving, it's really comfortable. These just seats are just very, very comfortable. Like really, really comfortable. I really like them. Yeah, anyway, moving on to this. I actually used this today. Put the cup here, press this button, and it was great because it has this, adjustable little pivoter thing to the cup size. I think it's really good. And then you can put larger cups here, 12 volt. Storage is pretty good. Also, it's got the classic, I love that they've never gotten rid of this, the classic, hitch it up to where you want to go, a little lower. And then also the slide. That's really, I had a Mark 6 GTI and they even had it in that one too. It's a really nice touch because it makes it very ergonomical and like super comfortable when you're driving, because your elbow's resting and you just reach onto the steering wheel just perfectly. So really good, really soft material here too. Feels nice on the elbow. Now the interior, the cockpit, essentially, I'm gonna talk about that next. I love how simple this looks. The shifter knob feels really, really good. The sort of circumference, if you will, of the shifter is like perfect for a normal, maybe a normal sized hand. When you're shifting, it just feels really good. And I love that they kept sort of a half golf ball material. If you can't tell, this is going to be me talking about how much I like the car, with a couple of things I don't like. But anyway, push to start button is standard in every trim line. Wireless charging is also standard, but it does not have wireless Apple CarPlay, so you do have to use that. The ambient lighting is super sick. I love it so much. And I like that it's in the back seats also. You can barely see it back there, but yeah, there you go. That's in the back seat there. Really like it. Now, into the cockpit here. I love the placement of the air vents. I think they're actually really useful. It like puts the air into your body rather than into your face. So that's really good. All right. So now getting into, I guess, what everyone likes or doesn't like. Probably the only thing I don't like about this car is the climate. I just wish there was a button to turn on the air, turn off the air, but instead you have to hit the climate button to go to the climate control, and then you do your options from there, slide it. It's pretty responsive though, I will say. I mean, wherever you are, it goes where you need it to go. So it's good. I like it in that regard. And then I have seen people swipe down to like turn off traction control and just the sound. But it can be a little laggy. So I found a really quick way to do that is press on the globe, and it's a lot faster, super fast. So that's a good thing there. And then the assists is pretty cool. You can, when you open this, and this again, this is the S line, so this says, I think all trims have this all of these assists, I'm pretty sure. But you can click the the blind side, the lane change system with the side assist on the lights here, right there. You can adjust the brightness of those. And then your front assist, emergency braking, you can set the timing, how soon it comes on, stuff like that. And then also this is for adaptive cruise control. You can, it basically just, I call it Tesla mode, kind of, sort of. You can just chill. If there's a car slowing down, it keeps that distance that you've established on the main cockpit for it. So I like it. I think it's good. Moving on, the park menu, like parking assist. I didn't think that the S model would have this, but it has the sensors at the top in the front of the vehicle, also in the rear, the tuk 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 tuk, you know what I mean? You can also enhance the, I don't know what, I guess this camera kind of looks down as opposed to behind you, I guess. It looks like down towards the bottom, I guess, to see really how close you are. But also you can, of course, adjust the color, contrast, brightness, whatever. And then you can also, your parking distance control settings, you can change the volume, like how loud it is when you get really close. And then rear traffic alert when you're backing up, if someone's close, maneuver braking. I'm not sure what maneuver braking is, but maybe it's helpful. I don't know. So yeah, cool feature there. The mode button down here, pretty easy. Eco, comfort. So when you move it to sport, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, no, okay. So I thought it was like, it's not a valve exhaust, I'm an idiot. But when you press the sport button, it pipes sound into the cabin, as everyone probably knows. You might be able to hear it faintly, but when you drive it, it actually sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound super fake. Just adds a nice tone to the car when you're accelerating. But otherwise, it's nice. This was pretty standard on my GLI. I had the Eco, Comfort, or I called it Normal, Sport, and Custom. And then, of course, if you go Custom, you can change it right here of what you want it to be. So yeah. So those are the buttons down here. Now up here, to me, it's pretty good because it's kind of intuitive on like an iPhone user, so to speak. There's a home button. It's just always there. You got your phone where you can set up your Bluetooth or whatever. Radio media, same thing. Whatever. Radio here. Just whatever you want to do there. And then the vehicle one, all this stuff's normal. Tires, brakes, headlights, convenience lighting, cockpit. You can reset things if you want. Not a whole lot of options, to be honest. It also tells you your average fuel, long term, short term. Yeah. So one alert here, need some gas. App Connect, you know, that would be Apple CarPlay or something else. Sound, normal. I will also say there's a shortcut to this one. Like I said, it's right here. Right there, you know. You can also do, if you on that shortcut, you can hold this down, and if you wanted to change it to like ambient lighting to replace mute or something, you can do that. So that when you get out of it, now that's there. So that's something that you can do. And again, I'm pretty sure that's gonna work on the SE and the Autobahn sort of radio as well. Ambient lighting is chef's kiss for sure. You can turn it off completely if you want. Here, I'll do this. You can turn it completely off. You can use just the moods that you have, whatever you're feeling. It also changes the center cockpit, so I'll change it to eternity. Changes it to this like hueish turquoise looking color. Desire, blue. This is my favorite one, red. It's just the classic GTI red. You know, you got some yellow. And then what's really cool is you can do it auto, obviously based on your driving mode. So whatever driving mode you're in, it'll do that. So if I go to eco, turns it to that blue. Comfort, turns it to white. Yeah, it turns it to white. And then sport, red. So that's comfort and that's sport mode. And it seems like it stays red on comfort and sport, but when you go eco, it turns blue. So yeah, that's that. And then you can also customize it if you wanted to. So you can go in here, you would push custom, and then you can go in here and do a solid color all the way around the car, so all blue, or you can do top and bottom to where the top is blue and the bottom is white, or you know, whatever color. And then you can do in between, so that is basically the footwell and the bars are the top color, and then the cup holder things are the white color. And then you can also do that one where it's basically all the top towards the car, even the cup holders blue, but then the footwells are white, where you can see my feet there. So really cool. You can customize all of it. I think it's really cool. Seat heaters, this comes standard in the cloth seats. If you have leather, they do get ventilated, and they have memory and I think a bunch of different adjustments. But yeah, seat heaters easily accessible right here. Also climate, something that's cool when you're in the climate control. I forgot to mention this. Also, this is how you turn it on and off. This is probably my least favorite thing about the car, honestly. But if you want to adjust the temperature, it's like a spectrum. So you can run your finger over just for a quick adjustment. If you want to be like right here, you can just right in the middle, all the way over. You know, it's kind of, it's an easy way to do it. So, and it's really responsive. It's like very responsive. I mean, look, it's super responsive. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, the seat heaters, you'd hit that, and then they're on. It's as easy as that. So so yeah, that's pretty much it. Now this also has a steering wheel heater. Works pretty good. I like it. The haptic buttons, I don't know if you can hear it. I don't think they're bad. My wife has a 2022 Tiguan, and they have this steering wheel as well. A little bit different, but they still have it. But it's just like this. I think it's good. I don't have any problems with it. It took a little bit to get used to. But no, I think it's really good. I like it. And my favorite thing about the car, probably, besides driving it and how it drives, is the different views you can have in the digital cockpit. I think it's so sick. You can put some data up in here, not too many options, but, and then you can also change the, you know, this is a trick. I don't, if, in case you're getting one and want to be familiar with it, if you want to, if it's on a gauge like this where it's showing two of them, and you want to change the one on the right, the data that shows, you click on this one right here, and then vice versa over here for that one. So you can change it to, you know, they have a G meter, acceleration, time, speed, you know, a bunch of stuff. You just have to kind of go through it. And then again, you can go over here, change it on this side. There's 4, I think, different views. So that one is more, just shows you the road with your cruise control and all that. That one just has your speed in there. I think you can change it to, yeah, actually you can't change that one. This is my favorite one. I mean, I think it looks so sick, honestly. But yeah. And what else? All your volumes here. So if you want to turn up your music, you just slide back and forth. I think it responds great. And if you want to change the song, instead of pressing, you just swipe your hand back and forth. Again, I'm a little bit younger. Like, I'm 26. I'm used to doing touchscreens all the time. So I love this car. I love the technology in it. I think it's really cool. Let's see. Other than that, it's good. I like it. The S, again, this is only on the S, but the S has knobs to adjust the volume, so I think that's really nice to adjust that with. Obviously the SE and the Autobahn will have that thing that people are talking about, so that might be a different experience for you. And then lastly, I suppose, your lights here, you have options of how you can do it. So just so you know, if you want to change the headlight setting, you hit mode, it shuffles through. So you go mode, that means your high beams are on, or your low beams, excuse me. And now my parking lights are on. And if you wanted to turn on those 5 or 10, I guess, fog lights, you just hit that, and now the fog lights are on also, and it lets you know that as well. And then the max front windshield and rear windshield buttons are actually over here, so that's kind of interesting. I mean, you don't really use that function too much anyway, but yeah. Anyway, and just one more thing, I guess, back to the steering wheel. The heated steering wheel is standard on all trim levels. I do know that for a fact. And yeah, but anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, I love this car. Seats are amazing. It is a lot smaller than my GLI, but I do have a kid. I have a daughter. The car seat fits well. I took a road trip with me and my wife, and then our friend and their boyfriend, with the car seat in the middle. I hope you can see that. So I mean, there were 2 smaller women back there, so it wasn't terrible. But yeah, anyway, the lights are also pretty cool too in regards to how you turn them on. So these stay illuminated at night, which it kind of bothered me at first, but it's not so bad now. And if you want it to be sort of a little dim, you just hold it for a second and then it comes on. And if you want it to be brighter, you can hold it longer and it gets brighter. You know? But literally you just, there's no buttons. You just tap the light and it turns off. So it's pretty cool. These work as well, like if you don't want the lights to come on when you open your door, and then if you just want to turn on the whole cabin, it's touch there too. And the ones in the back also stay illuminated, but they're also touch. You just touch them and they turn on. And then lastly, I'm about to finish this video. This is ridiculously long, but I hope it was helpful for some of you, by the way. The last thing here, the sound system. Again, I'm only comparing this to my 21 GLI that had the standard, it didn't have the Bose like the Autobahn GLI does. Just had their standard speaker system. The speaker system in this one, I do not have the Harman Kardon one, but the speaker system and the bass speaker system, excuse me, and this one is good, like very good. The bass is good. It carries those deep notes that I felt like I was missing quite a bit on in the GLI. I listened to a lot of like Bad Bunny, like reggaeton type of music. I'm just a Puerto Rican, so I like that type of stuff, and rap, and I haven't tried rock yet, but the bass notes are just great. I think it's very crisp. Sounds really good, really clear. Yeah, pretty much. And then that's pretty much it, guys, for the interior of it. We all know what the exterior looks like. You can love it, you can hate it. It looks way better in person, I do have to say that. Yeah, hopefully I convince you to go get one. I definitely think you should. All right, see ya.